Hey guys, I'm gonna give it a minute and see if people will hop on. Happy hump day, huh? Today's Wednesday. Hello, hello. Okay, so this is part 3 for our skincare. So the first night we talked about cleansers. Last night we talked about exfoliating and why it's important, and then following up and using a toner. Hey Alicia. Hey Ashley. See, people are kind of hopping on here and there, so I'm going to give it a second before diving in. But tonight we are going to cover serums and moisturizers, what the difference is, why you want to use them. Because I really didn't know much about serums until recently. So I thought I'd share that wisdom with y'all and we'll talk about it. Hey. So I have already washed my face, used my toner, and I didn't do exfoliating tonight because I did my exfoliating mask last night. So I do that about every 3 days. I use a mask to exfoliate. So tonight it was just cleanser and then toner. So let's talk about serums. Serums moisturize, but they're different from a moisturizer. So this is my serum. It's the Uplift Beauty Serum. This is the old packaging. Now it comes in a pretty little purple bottle. I don't know if I have one around here, but same thing, just different packaging now. But serums are typically, they're going to be a serum, a liquid. You can kind of see in there. And of course, a moisturizer is a lotion or a cream. So serums have smaller molecules than a moisturizer does. So it's able to penetrate deeper into your skin and get those nutrients down deep for a deeper moisture. So after you've used your cleanser and you have done your toner, sorry, I feel like this light's bright tonight. I'm squinting. But yeah, so you've done your cleanser, you've used your toner. The first product that you're going to use after a toner is going to be your serum. Your serums always go before your moisturizer because the molecules are smaller. So they're going to get in there, and then you use the lotion or the cream over the top of that. So we are going to start with our serum. Now, like I said, this is old packaging, but the new packaging is the same way with kind of like a dropper here that you can... Can you see that? So, yeah, new packaging looks a little bit different, but works the same way. And you want to put a few drops. I usually put about 2 drops to begin with. And I always start around my eye and dab that in because you want to firm up the skin that is around your eyes, because that's one of the first places that starts showing fine lines is around your eyes and around your mouth. You get those little crow's feet around the eyes. I'm using a couple more drops and come in right around my mouth. And kind of, again, because that's, smile lines, that's the first place you start to kind of see some of that aging. And then 2 more drops that I use around my forehead because I do that all the time. So I have these lines. So I kind of rub that into the place that I want. Here's the really neat thing about the serums. So like I said, the molecules are smaller, so they penetrate deeper, which is awesome. But this serum, the Uplift Serum, has vitamins A or E and C in it, which helps to nourish and condition your skin. So that's delivering that moisture that you need. So like I said, it penetrates deeply so that you're going to get that in there. It also has CoQ10, which helps protect your skin against free radicals and things like that. And then lastly, it's also got squalane, which helps restore the balance for your oil, because people with oily skin are sometimes worried about using things like this. But it's actually designed to help balance out the oil in your skin so that it reduces the appearance of the fine lines, wrinkles, things like that, which is what we're looking for, and it adds that moisture. You're right about that, Lorraine. Everybody, I think, not just in our line of work, which is property management, but I think anybody in customer service probably has the lines where you look at people and go, okay, wow. So you're going to use that serum, like I said, underneath your moisturizer for those reasons. So you're delivering that extra boost of hydration, and especially this time of year, we need that. Now, like I said, always concentrate right around my eyes, around my mouth, and my forehead. But I'm going to tell you, a few weeks ago, I was sick, and so my nose was really chapped and dry because, I kept having to blow my nose. And so all through here was just chapped and sore. I actually used this every night. I would just dab it around here because what I needed was moisture, and it made a huge difference. So while, my nose was still a little red, it wasn't nearly as chapped and sore because I was giving it the extra moisture that it needed. So definitely a good idea to be using a serum. And like I said, it packs an extra punch of moisture and helps, reduce the fine lines and wrinkles or the appearance of them in the areas that we need it. So you're kind of concentrating that in certain spaces. Then you're following up with a night cream. So this is the Unique Time Correcting Night Cream. Hands down the best night cream I've ever used, y'all. I could not live without this night cream. I have used some really good ones in the past, some really good, thick, good night creams, but this one is still my favorite. And one of the reasons that it's my favorite is because it does an awesome job of moisturizing, but it doesn't leave my skin feeling oily or like it's got a film on it. So it absorbs into my skin, leaves it feeling very silky and smooth and moisturized, but not oily or greasy, which even in the summertime I'm able to use this without feeling like a grease ball. So we talked about this last night. Anytime you're using a product in a jar, you want to use like a little spatula or something to get the product out. This actually comes with it. If you can see, the lid has like a place for it. It snaps in. And you don't need a huge amount. Well, let me take it off of here. You might be able to see it better. So you're just going to use, a dollop of it. That makes me think of the sour cream commercial, a dollop of Daisy. Anyway, so, and then just kind of apply it on your face like you would a lotion, any kind of night cream or lotion. Yeah, Lorraine, I don't want my skin to feel greasy, and mine's really dry anyway, but I have used so many formulas that are great, like they help with my dry skin, but they leave me feeling oily in the morning, which then makes it hard for my makeup application, and just, in general, we don't want to look oily. And here's the thing, we always moisturize our face, but you want to make sure to hit your neck too. Your neck is important. It doesn't do any good to keep our skin on our face looking more youthful and firmer and then neglect our neck. So with the night cream, this night cream, it's got a special blend of amino acids in it. I'm going to have to refer to my notes on this one because it was a lot of information. I knew I would forget to tell y'all something important. Ashley, let's see. I wash and tone at night, followed with the serum and my moisturizer. In the morning, you should wash and use a toner in the morning. I don't. My mornings are so crazy. I'm usually late. Ask anybody I work with. I'm usually late. So I don't really have time for it. So in the morning, what I normally do is just really I go right in. I have a daytime serum and instant serum, which I'm actually going to talk about tomorrow to kind of cover what my morning routine is. But I just use that, and then a daytime moisturizer that has an SPF in it. I put those on, and then I'm ready to go with my makeup. But like I said, you should wash and use a toner in the morning. I don't. I just don't have time for it, so I skip that step. The only exception to that would be, if I didn't do my whole routine the night before. So like I said, on that first night, you should cleanse every night. But if you can't, or you're tired, you can't make it that far, at least take your makeup off with a makeup remover wipe. So if I'm having one of those nights and I just use a wipe to kind of wash or clean off my face, the next morning I will do my face wash and my toner to make sure, everything's cleaned off and fresh at that point. But no, I don't. I just use a serum and a moisturizer in the morning and go. So the night cream, like I said, it has a unique blend of amino acids, so it helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So this is, they call it the time correcting night cream, so it is anti-aging. But here's what I love about it. So I used a lotion in the past to help with my skin that had retin-A in it. So, I love the idea of retin-A and what it does for my skin, but my skin can't handle it. It's so harsh, and it irritates my skin, so I wasn't able to use it. This actually has a natural derivative of vitamin A that acts like retinol. So you get the benefits of retinol without the irritation and that, kind of the chemicals from the retinol. So I love that part of it, and again, that's part of the anti-aging in it, is that it does have that retinol benefit. And then, of course, it improves the hydration of your skin. It's a moisturizer. It moisturizes really well. And then it also has whey protein in it, which helps improve the skin firmness. So it makes your skin look firmer with that protein in it. And then just some other really good like oils and vitamins A and E, things like that help reduce free radical damage to your skin too. So a lot going on in this little jar. And like I said, I have used some really great lines of skincare that I have nothing negative to say about, but this is hands down the best night cream I've ever used. And I have used a lot of them because I do tend to have dry skin and sensitive skin. So I've used a ton, and this one is the best. So that's the difference between serums and moisturizers. Your serum always, always, always goes on first, followed up by your moisturizer, because the serum is made up of smaller molecules, so it penetrates deeper. The larger molecules, which is your cream, goes on top of that. And I highly recommend using them in conjunction together, one on top of the other. That way, like I said, especially this time of year when it's just so cold, everybody's skin is just worn out, it's dull. This helps bring it back to life and gives it that extra boost of hydration. So, anybody else have questions? Like I said, I feel like my light is really bright tonight. Oh, it was really bright. My kids must have been in here playing. Can y'all see me better too? I feel like since I adjusted it. No wonder I was blinded. Yeah, and that's the other part, that people sometimes think that they have oily skin because they break out. But, if your skin is drying out, that will also cause breakouts. So, Lorraine, I would just go back to the beginning of this and make sure that you're using a good cleanser, that you're exfoliating at least once or twice a week to kind of get those dead skin cells off, because those clog your pores. And then follow up with a toner and then a good moisturizer. And I have to be really careful too, Lorraine. Even products that, like I love Aveeno products. I use the body washes on my kids and things, but I tried their face lotion one time just thinking, it would be good for my skin because it is sensitive and dry. And this was years ago, but I couldn't use it. My face was like fire engine red. It was rough. Alicia, I think I saw today, I got an email. You got the cleanser today, right? Yeah, Lorraine. With semi-oily skin, you're still, same thing. The steps that I've talked about this week are good for everybody, whether you have oily skin, normal skin, or dry skin. You're still going to want to go through the whole process. Make sure you have a good cleanser, that you're using an exfoliator, that you're toning your skin, and then following up with moisturizers. Yeah, so Alicia, that should really help, with those areas. Like I said, cleansing and then using that toner and stuff. So these steps are foolproof. I don't care what type of skin you have. Now, you may want to, of course, look at different types of cleansers. Like I said, we have two different ones. One is moisture boosting, one is pore purifying, depending on what type of skin you've got. This time of year, I think the moisture boosting is good for everybody, even if you do have oily skin. And the same thing, our masks, the exfoliating mask is amazing, but if you have more acne prone skin or you're having trouble with breakouts, then you might want to look at something like the detoxifying mask, because it exfoliates, but it also has the charcoal, the bamboo charcoal in it, which helps draw out those impurities and help get your skin back in balance. So, there are different tweaks to the system, but the system stays the same. You're cleansing, you are using, some type of mask or exfoliator 2 to 3 times a week. You're using a toner. You're following up with your moisturizers. So this is part 3, and we will close this out. And then tomorrow, I'll be talking about what I do in the morning. So I know, Ashley, we already touched on that today a little bit. And so we'll talk about it a little more tomorrow and what we can do in the mornings to get out the door quickly, but still take care of our skin. So that's it. What's wrong with your legs? I have not been drinking enough water, and I can tell I'm so thirsty. But I did get something exciting. I don't know what I did with my box. Ooh, Lorraine, if your legs, you need a good moisturizer for your legs, I would tell you to get in touch with Nelly for the Perfectly Posh moisturizer, their body moisturizer. Oh, I think it's called Honey Honey. It's my favorite. That's hands down my favorite body lotion. So non-makeup related or non-facial skincare. I think it cut out on me for a minute. All right, guys, I am going to hop off. That's what I have to say about, what do we talk, serums and moisturizers tonight. And then I will see y'all tomorrow night.